सो ये रिवॉर्ड बाद में तो इसके लिए बहुत शर्मिंदगी और इसके माथे का कलंक बनेंगे कि किस तरीके से आप लोगों, मतलब जो स्पेसिफिकली पीटीआई, आई मीन इस वी आर एग्रीव्ड पार्टी नाउ, आई मीन वी आर शेयरली एग्रीव्ड पार्टी कि जो हमारे साथ हो रहा है। तो मैं शायद कभी किसी बलोच का दुख पहले ना समझ पाता जो हमारे साथ हुआ, और फिर हमें तो थोड़ा सा उन्होंने एक हीट दिखाई, थोड़ी सी हमें गर्मी हमने देखी। लेकिन मैं बलोचिस्तान के ऊपर एक बात जरूर अपना पॉइंट ये रखना चाहूंगा कि बलोचिस्तान इज ऑलवेज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स इशू, एंड आई पर्सनली डू नॉट हैव अ iota of doubt that yes, India is behind it. No doubt India is behind it.
अरे
India देखें advantage.
Come on, please.
When we had a policy, we implemented a
कोई आपको मैसेज किया कि अभी की ये पॉइंट बोल लो, नहीं तो हम तेरे को आज एक और बार किडनैप कर लेंगे करके? Somebody, are you under pressure to bring in the India angle?
देखिए हमारी पॉलिसी थी, हमने ब्लीड इंडिया विद 1000 कट्स। आज अगर वो ब्लीड कर रहा है इंडिया में,
बाप रे,
बलूचिस्तान के अंदर,
honestly, you've taken some truth serum and come on the show. He's saying that the strategy is to bleed India 1000 cuts. He's admitting it on Indian television.
No, we had a policy. We had a policy. I mean, there is written in several books. I mean, it is admitted fact. I mean, we cannot deny this. That in 1989, Pakistani agencies had a special cell by the name of, like, their agenda was bleed India with 1000 cut, and then the infiltration was started. I mean, this we cannot deny. मैं किससे ये बात?
Niranjan,
I hope you don't get kidnapped again. Are you in a safe location?
Niranjan, it's not.
Are you in a safe location?
It's not truth serum. It's half truth serum, perhaps.
Half truth serum.
Yeah, half truth serum.
ये वो मैं ज्यादा तो यही चाहूंगा कि हमारे बलोच भाई बोले कि तो उनको सुनने का, हमें सुनने का मौका नहीं मिलता। यहाँ पे तो उनकी आवाज दबा दी जाती है, बल्कि फोर्स्ड डिसअपियर कर दिया जाता है उनको। यानी कि बलोच जो है वो उसके साथ, और मैं अपने बलोच भाई को ज्यादा सुनना चाहूंगा। वी शुड गिव हिम मोर टाइम so that we can listen that what is actually happening over there.
My God. Can we get 30 seconds of General Bakshi and 30 seconds of General Vora of Deepak Vora to respond? It's crazy what we're listening to. Who wants to go first? Ambassador Vora, quickly, if you want to, what are we hearing today? It's insane. I mean, what I've just heard. By the way, you be safe, Abdul. You can either go to POK, where you can march with the Muzaffarabad march delegation, or you can go to Balochistan. You'll be safer then than wherever you are.
Don't go in Jafar Express. That's the only.
Don't go in Jafar Express.
I mean, we get the inspiration from our leader Imran Khan. I mean, he's incarcerated, so we are.
He certainly had more courage. He certainly had more courage. 100% he had more courage than Shehbaz Sharif. 100% he had more courage than Shehbaz Sharif. Ambassador Vora.
I just wanted to say, sir, that this would be really funny if people were not being killed, the kind of statements that are coming. And to our Baloch colleague from Singapore, he is a lesson in politeness, in understatement, in humility. Thank you very much, sir. And I just want to say to you something from the bottom of my heart, which is Zindag Bate Balochistan, sir. Long live Balochistan. I'm saying it in your language. You are wonderful, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, what's happening there? I don't see a way out. It's going to continue. Pakistan is going to continue to burn. The mullah will keep adding stars to his shoulders. He'll be giving himself all kinds of awards. Some awards haven't even been invented yet, but he'll invent them to give them to himself. The love affair between him and Donald Trump is not going to last beyond the month of October. When he's not able to deliver what he has promised, you'll see what happens, sir. Heaven hath no rage, like love to hatred turned, nor hell a fury, like a woman scorned.
Yeah.
You'll see what happens there, sir.
30 seconds. General Bakshi, you want to summarize? Do you have any predictions, sir? What's going to happen in Pakistan? 30 seconds. General Bakshi. Okay, we lost the line. Okay, that's all the time we had. We'll speak again. Thank you for joining us on this edition, the first debate at 8 p.m. Abhishek, another interesting debate coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's on the manner in which the Yogi government is setting an example of what happens to those who take law and hence order in their hands, or vice versa. This is not the first time. It happened during the Muhammad Atiq gangster episode. It has happened subsequently in many places, including, I must say, and that's the proof of the even-handedness with which the Yogi government approaches these issues of law and order to anyone from any community. It's not community specific. And now in the case of Bareilly, Maulana Taqi Raza Khan, he's behind bars, and the Yogi's famed bulldozers moved in today to make sure that an example is set of the hooligans in Bareilly.
These are the pictures that came in, ladies and gentlemen. Taqi Raza, you've heard his name, very, very controversial cleric. It appears that this entire protest, the poster protest that emerged, may not have been spontaneous. It was certainly sinister. Investigation is on. Here's what Yogi Adityanath did.
September, police and locals clashed in the heart of the city of Bareilly. This over denial of permission for a demonstration in support of the poster protest. Four days after the violence, Yogi government has swung into action mode. Bulldozer action on the cleric who mobilized the crowd in the riots.
जो भी इस तरह से तौकीर रजा के करीबी हैं वहां पर भी देखिए ऐसे ही एक्शन यहां पर लिया जाएगा। ये जो बुलडोजर एक्शन है अभी ऐसे ही अन्य कई ऐसे जो अवैध निर्माण है उन्हें चिन्हित किया गया है। यहाँ पर जो अवैध निर्माण पर जिन लोगों ने कब्जा किया तो तौकीर रजा के जो करीबी हैं उन पर ऐसे शिकंजा कसा जा रहा है। ये जो मैं दिखा रहा हूँ तस्वीरें, मोहसिन रजा इनका नाम बताया जा रहा है जो कि सपा के पार्षद हैं जहाँ पर बुलडोजर एक्शन हुआ।
It was on September 29th when police detained a close associate of the Ittihad-e-Millat Council chief and Islamic cleric Taqi Raza Khan in connection with the recent violence in Bareilly. Today, the Yogi government has shown on what a tough position on law and order looks like in Uttar Pradesh.
बरेली की जिन गलियों में इस समय बुलडोजर एक्शन लगातार हो रहा है वहां पर देखिए फ्लैग मार्च भी आरआरएफ की टीमों की तरफ से यहां पर किया जा रहा है ताकि हालात वहां पर सामान्य रहें। इसकी भी देखिए यहां पर पूरी तैयारी है। जहां तक आपकी देखिए नजर जाएगी आरआरएफ की टीमें आपको यहां पर नजर आएंगी। सुबह से ही अगर मैं बात करूं जब से हिंसा यहां पर हुई है तब से आरआरएफ की टीमें और यूपी पुलिस के जवानों ने यहाँ पर मोर्चा संभाला हुआ है ताकि कैसे भी जो है हालात यहाँ पर अगर बिगड़ें तो उसे कंट्रोल किया जाए। लेकिन अब बरेली में हालात अभी सामान्य हैं, लेकिन फिर भी सोशल मीडिया पर या अन्य जगहों पर जो भ्रामक खबरें फैलाई जा रही हैं उसको लेकर यहाँ पर माहौल ना बिगड़े, ये भी यहाँ पर देखा जा रहा है।
Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is showing zero tolerance to communal elements.
All right, I have the guests with me and let's introduce them. On the panel tonight, we have BJP spokesperson from Uttar Pradesh, Sharat Trivedi. We have to give a view of how the Yogi establishment essentially functions, Shantanu Gupta, author, joining us live from Delhi. And we have Talha Amir Rashidi, spokesperson of the Rashtriya Ulema Council, is joining us live from Azamgarh. And I want to begin with the Samajwadi Party National Spokesperson, Dr. Pooja Mishra. Ms. Mishra, we have seen bulldozer action today, which has followed the arrest of Maulana Taqi Raza Khan, as also many of his associates who were part of inciting trouble in Bareilly. Why do you find it problematic?
First of all, good evening to you, good evening to fellow panelists too. And today is Durga Ashtami, and happy Durga Ashtami to you and your viewers and fellow panelists too. And now you're asking me why we are, against or we are questioning the bulldozer action, because this bulldozer action didn't take place when in Kanpur, the mob led by the Parshad of BJP did stone pelting on the police and threw shoes and slippers on the police on the Ram Navami. So why there is, partiality in taking action? If the same action has been taken there also, we wouldn't have question. And at the same time, when it is time of, stress, There is a lot of tension. The incident started way back then. The government noticed, or the government let it escalated. On 27th of this month, our Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, what he delivered in his speech, he said that सात पुश्ते याद रखेंगी, means the seventh generation will remember. ये लोग भूल गए हुए हैं कि यहाँ पे किसकी सरकार है. It was not like the CM delivering a speech to calm down the situation in the state. Rather, it was like a political agitator who is delivering a speech to provoke it, and it was a provocative speech. If on the basis of provocative speech you are taking against the Tawqif Raza, yes, take it. We don't have any problem with that. But the same thing our Chief Minister did. Why don't you file a case against yourself also? You are the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. You need to calm the situation. Rather, you escalated. You waited. The incident started way back then, 4th of the September, when a shopkeeper, a barber, who put a poster saying "I love Muhammad" in his premises. His neighbor had a problem with that. He complained to the police, and police, instead of protecting the right of that shopkeeper, okay, it's a private property, he's writing "I love Muhammad" in his private premises. You shouldn't be having problem with that. Rather,
it was not private. It was not private. It was right there out on the streets, Pooja. It was right there out in the streets. There was incitement.
The procession on the 4th of the September. On the 4th of the September, when you are an owner of a shopkeeper, you have a shop, you can put anything displaying, rather, until and unless it's not provocating. And I think writing "I love Muhammad, I love Mahakal" is not provocating. Everyone does it. Whoever owns a shop has their own belief, and they just portray it, they just express it. It was right to expression. Okay, I agree with that. The police went there, confronted the shopkeeper, and after that, on the 4th of the September, when the procession took place, they initiated a procession, and the police filed an FIR stating that the prior permission wasn't taken for the procession. Okay, but the procession holding the placard saying "I love Mahakal," was it permitted by the government? Was it permitted by the administration? If the administrator permitted that procession, I think that was also a misleading.
Okay.
Or it was created a chaos at that time also.
Okay, you make a direct charge. You make a direct charge against the Yogi government and the police. Let the BJP spokesperson who has his government there in Lucknow defend it. Mr. Trivedi, Pooja is saying what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If there was no problem and there was no bulldozer action on September 4, it should not happen now.
You see that the first thing we must make clear that there's nobody who does not love and respect Prophet Muhammad. The whole world does it, no matter which religion he belongs to. The first thing is that this event happened in Kanpur, and some mischievous elements came out with this "I love Muhammad" slogan and wanted to instigate some kind of an unpleasant situation. And this poster was put in a place where Ram Navami is celebrated, deliberately to incite the other party. This matter was put down in place, and FIR was lodged, and the Qazi of Kanpur was contacted by the administration. The matter was sorted out. There was no problem there. Now we move to Bareilly. Bareilly, this man Tawqir Raza is the great-grandson of Ahmad Raza Khan, who is the founder of the Bareilly sect, which is known for its radical views on Islam. This man is a known agent provocator. He is the one who kept a reward of 5 lakhs on the head of Taslima Nasreen, who was who is a famous writer from Bangladesh. He has been arrested in 2010. He was a part of Congress party in 2009. In 2012, he was part of the Samajwadi party. Then 2014, he became part of the BSP. He is a absolutely known rogue element out there. He had his own man, Nadeem, who called up the night before the Jummah namaz, and 50 messages were sent to the cohorts who had to organize themselves to create mischief after this the namaz on Friday. The administration had made prior plans. The district magistrate, I think that probably the first time in the history of the country, district magistrate offered to come to his residence to take the memorandum that he planned to give. That was not to happen. This man had already planned that some kind of a riot-like situation has to be created, and the administration had not given any permission for any movement other than going to the mosque, offering prayers and coming back. That was done. Post 90% of the people had gone home that immediately after the prayers. There's about 10 to 20% of the people out there. They moved towards the Islamia grounds against the orders or express orders of the administration. They were given information on loudspeaker to desist from doing something illegal, and they were not supposed to go to this Islamia ground. They were told by the administration. They did it, and the administration has come with a clear mandate twice by the Uttar Pradesh people to come out with a strong arm action against the criminals and the elements and the criminal elements, and that's what the administration is doing.
Let me take this to Tala. Let me take this to Tala. Tala, the point the BJP representative here is making is that the commonality between September 4 and September 26 is incitement and provocation. And it so happens on both the days, the provocation came only from one side, Tala, and that was from the Taqir Raza Khan side.
See, it's a complete failure of the BJP state government. The BJP has failed to maintain the law and order, to keep the basic necessities of the citizens of Uttar Pradesh. So to divert the issue, they have got a scapegoat, and Muslims have been a scapegoat in this state since the day Adityanath Yogi ji came into power and became the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh. We have seen his statements. It never reflects the statement of a constitutional dignitary. It does not reflect his statements. Clearly are biased, are completely communal, and we have seen it many times and recent times also.
Yogi is communal, then who's secular?
Let me conclude. The issue is that what happened in Bareilly is nothing short of state tyranny. To say I love Muhammad is no crime.
No, I don't know. No. This is counterfactual.
Just give it
Tala, please. I mean, nobody objects to I love Muhammad. The BJP spokesperson began by saying, the BJP spokesperson Sharad Trivedi began by saying that everyone, not just Muslims, everyone loves and respects Muhammad. Why should you? No, you are being counterfactual. I have to correct you.
More than 20 FIRs have been filed in Uttar Pradesh. No violence occurred in
That's for law and order.
8 FIRs got filed now. We have seen FIRs in Agra. We have seen FIRs in various other districts. Did we see any violence happening out there? Yet the administration, dancing to the BJP government's tune, responded with lathis, bulldozers, and false cases, and humiliating parades. Let's be clear, this is not law and order. This is a political vendetta against the Muslims. And everyone,
punishment against Muslims, but how I fail to understand. I really fail to understand, Tala. This is not against Muslims. I gave in the beginning examples. I can give you more examples of how Yogi's bulldozer has gone against all communities, including Hindus. Perhaps if you take numbers, more against Hindus. I mean, if you go community-wise, but that's not the issue. The issue is law and order.
Why did they do the same in Agra when the Karni Sena did a violent protest against the Samajwadi Party MP? What happened to their bulldozer? Did it got punctured when Bazaar was broken, destroyed in Fatehpur? The policemen were attacked by the BJP and the Bajrang Dal and all these right-fit communal outfits. The bulldozer got punctured. This humiliating parade got punctured. This law and order, so-called, the hypocrisy came out there in Fatehpur also. Then we
1 minute. I want to go to Shantanu. Rashidi.
Fatehpur.
Tala, 1 minute. I want to go to Shantanu Gupta as well. Shantanu, similar protests were seen in different cities, right? Now, it was peaceful in some cities, not peaceful in some more. In some cities, there was stone pelting. So, I don't know. Some may have genuinely done it. Do you think there was also a sinister motive by some of them who did it? I'm not saying all. Some of them.
In fact, many of them. See, from all of a sudden, if you get like tons of stones, patrol bombing, a kind of mob which is targeted towards something, I love Muhammad is fine. But I love Muhammad when they start destroying the Durga Puja posters and their pandals, then it's not I love Muhammad. It's I love Muhammad.
Where did that happen?
I hate Durga Puja.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
Multiple videos I can show you. Just go on Twitter. You'll find multiple videos. See, in last 8 years, Yogi Adityanath government has recovered tons and tons of lands, and these are rioters and vandalizers. Don't hide behind them. And when the bulldozer action ran, in 100 cases, there are only 25% Muslims. 75% bulldozer action happened against non-Muslims. In fact, the day Atiq Ahmed's son was shot dead, Aditya Rana was also shot dead in Bijnor. But only thing, we only count out a particular caste and particular religion and say, oh my God, Yogi Adityanath is against Muslim. Yogi Adityanath is against rioters. Yogi Adityanath is against vandalizers. Yogi Adityanath is anyone who is making his property on a illegal land. That's all. In fact, I was reading that Prakash Singh, the former DGP, very decorated former DGP, he told about Yogi Adityanath that UP mafia property worth XX crore has been confiscated. Yogi is emerging as the Lee Kua of India. Lee Kua is, I'm sure everyone knows, the one who established Singapore, and he's known for his strong law and order. So people, as decorated Prakash Singh ji, as comparing Yogi Adityanath's governance model to Lee Kua. Lee Kua is known in Harvard to Singapore as the gold standard in policy making. That's what these days Yogi Adityanath is compared to. And that's why investment is coming back to UP. When a display unit gets closed in China, it doesn't go to Tamil Nadu. It doesn't go to Maharashtra. It goes to Noida currently. And that's why because of law and order, because now they are 24/7 electricity, because now they're airports after airports, because now we are expressway after expressway, and a strong law and order. कोई दंगा नहीं हुआ पिछले 8 साल से. सुबह शुरू होता है तौकीर जैसा आदमी शाम तक
स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड दंगे हो रहे हैं.
Someone like Tauqir Raza, someone start like Tauqir Raza, end up in the jail as the evening.
1 minute. I don't know. Tell me, please correct me if I'm wrong. Sharath Trivedi, in Operation Langda that was conducted in Uttar Pradesh, wasn't a large chunk of those who were hit statistically from the Hindu community?
Yeah.
Majority?
Yeah, I mean, let me give one more example. Tala, just because you're saying it seems like anti-Muslim, no, it is not. Look at this example. Look at this example from April 2022.
Are you watching for it?
Okay, look at this example from April.
Operation Langda?
Hold on.
Is that constitutional?
Hold on.
I'm saying, nobody's justifying it. We're talking about statistics.
No, it is justified. It can be justified. You know, you have to be tough with these gundas.
How can you justify?
These
You
goons,
are justifying
these hooligans,
an extra judicial act on
rapists.
TV.
I mean, that is how you deal with them. Was raping or is raping a constitutional act that it needs constitutional protection of which you are talking about?
This country, and you are bypassing it.
No, if a rape has happened,
punishment.
Tala Rashidi, if a rape has happened to a woman you know, would you say it's a constitutional act? Please give the accused the constitutional protection.
There's an established law process in this country, and the country runs by that.
Obviously, so once the goon is caught,
you cannot
he's handed over to the prosecution and the courts take care of that.
The government is not sitting there to judge someone that he is the
But
culprit.
now you are moving the goalpost. Now you are moving the goalpost. Now you are moving the goalpost. Okay. Just listen to me for 2 minutes. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Just because you tried to give a communal spin, it's not. You see, I am quoting from April 4, 2022. Jagat Narayan Singh. He was a cop, a jailed cop, and along with his associate Prince had built a luxury house of 900 square feet area in Devaraji Vihar colony of Chenhat in Lucknow. The Lucknow Development Authority demolished it. You know, and I can give you n number of examples. There is another one, for example, from Mathura. Again, Yogi is Uttar Pradesh. The district administration.
BJP gave him a Zilla Panchayat ticket. The killers of Subodh, Inspector Subodh Singh.
Pooja wants to come in. Pooja.
Awarded by the BJP government. This shows the law and order situation of the
action has taken place on the Hindus' houses also. I have to say that you were not quoting when the court ordered to pay 10 lakh rupees against the bulldozer action. There is difference between governance, administration and jurisdiction. You can't mix them. When you say that, okay, when a rapist did a rape, okay, he's the rapist, he should be sentenced to the death by the court. You're talking about the Operation Langda. Then when the procession took place without permission, I think they have the right. Why to go to the police? Why to file an FIR? When I am being teased, I should kill anyone on the spot. I shouldn't go to the police. I shouldn't file an FIR. That should happen. What that was saying that if a rapist is there should be an encounter. Then why there are courts? Why there are laws? There shouldn't be courts, there shouldn't be laws, and there shouldn't be. If a culprit is a culprit, that should be punished via law and court only. And talking about the bulldozer action, I thought we will discuss about the situation of Uttar Pradesh right now. Right now, the Uttar Pradesh situation has worsened. The government kept mum. It let it escalate, and now yes, it is taking that bulldozer action again, saying that this property is it's illegal.
Okay, we'll leave it at this for now.
That property is illegal. Until now, the government didn't know, the administration didn't know that these properties are illegal. When something happens and a Muslim community is involved, then the government gets to know.
Again,
that, okay,
Pooja, no, this cannot be allowed. I mean, despite giving examples,
BJP, Mukhlal Pal,
it's
he
like,
wrote an application to the DM prior before going to the...
Pooja, despite giving examples, you are again,
Should we give her an example?
perhaps for your vote bank politics.
We'll end by saying, Abhishek.
Yeah.
No, we are not...
No, 1 minute.
Again,
Pooja, 1 minute.
communal spin where you need not.
Pooja, do you remember there was a leader?
Not a question.
Pooja, there was a leader who after a case of rape, or after cases of rape in Uttar Pradesh, had said, बच्चे है, गलती हो जाती है.
What did your channel do?
कौन है वो लीडर, आपको पता है उनके नाम? Do you remember his name? Do you remember his name? Ending it with that. And ending it with that. We're running out of time. Asaram Bapu's in jail. Asaram Bapu's in jail.
Convicted.
Asaram Bapu's in jail.
Convicted.
Yeah. Okay, have to leave it at that. Thank you very much. We have a big debate coming up at 9 p.m. Thank you very much for joining us. The big debate on the stampede in Tamil Nadu. There are more details coming in. Actor Vijay has spoken, but it's turned out to be a bigger story than we anticipated, with how different parties are taking their stands. Ahead of elections, Abhishek, it appears like everyone's calibrating their response on who they want to keep warm.
But for the tragedy, the indie bloc was actually quoting Vijay actively. So that's getting interesting down there in Tamil Nadu, and we keep track after the short break.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
मेरी गाड़ी ठोकेगा? पर गलती तो आपकी है। मेरी गलती? जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है? ये देखो, पापा और गलती दोनों याद आ जाएंगे। अब देखा किसने सिग्नल तोड़ा?
Cubo dash cams. Get smart, get Cubo.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
ये बड़ी गाड़ी वाले ऐसे ही रैश चलाते हैं। चुप, तुमने तो गाड़ी वालों को ही विलन बना दिया।
ये देखो।
Cubo dash cams. Get smart, get Cubo.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
मेरी गाड़ी ठोकेगा? पर गलती तो आपकी है। मेरी गलती? जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है? ये देखो, पापा और गलती दोनों याद आ जाएंगे। अब देखा किसने सिग्नल तोड़ा?
Cubo dash cams. Get smart, get Cubo.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला। MDH।
ये बड़ी गाड़ी वाले ऐसे ही रैश चलाते हैं। चुप, तुमने तो गाड़ी वालों को ही विलन बना दिया।
ये देखो।
Cubo dash cams. Get smart, get Cubo.
कल यानी नवरात्रि के प्रथम दिवस 22 सितंबर को सूर्योदय के साथ ही नेक्स्ट जनरेशन जीएसटी रिफॉर्म्स लागू हो जाएंगे। एक तरह से कल से देश में जीएसटी बचत उत्सव शुरू होने जा रहा है। इस जीएसटी बचत उत्सव में आपकी बचत बढ़ेगी और आप अपनी पसंद की चीजों को और ज्यादा आसानी से खरीद पाएंगे। नए स्वरूप में मुख्य रूप से अब सिर्फ 5% और 18% के ही टैक्स स्लैब रहेंगे। इसका मतलब है रोजमर्रा के इस्तेमाल की ज्यादातर चीजें
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for the debate.
You're watching The Debate with Abhishek and me. We're filling in for Arnab Goswami, who will be back on the show tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the stampede in Karur, Tamil Nadu, and the incident which left 41 people dead. Now, every single day, there are more theories coming up, more conspiracies, more videos, more claims. But what is getting increasingly clear, Abhishek, is that before elections, not convinced with the kind of stands that political parties are taking. It's turning out to be a full-fledged drama that's playing out. That's at least my opinion. Wanted to get your view on that before we show the story.
It's a trench war, you know, a political dogfight going on in Tamil Nadu. Remember, we were discussing, Niranjan, that just before this stampede, Vijay was being quoted by all sides.
Yes.
Including Indi and NDA, to be honest. And now, of course, it's a kind of dogfight where everyone is after everyone. But whether this mishap, this unfortunate tragedy, panned out because of poor management and administration and governance, or was there a conspiracy, is tonight's conversation. Let's look at the facts and details.
Tamil Nadu administration has pinned the blame of the Karur stampede on Vijay's cavalcade. They said that the entourage was too big for the space. Countering DMK, Vijay broke his silence and dared Stalin to attack him, but not his people.
அது மட்டும் இல்லை, சோஷியல் மீடியாவை சேர்ந்த நண்பர்கள், தோழர்கள், அவங்க மேலே எஃப்ஐஆர்லாம் போட்டு பிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. சிஎம் சார், உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது இந்த பழி வாங்கணும் அப்படின்ற எண்ணம் ஏதாவது இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணுங்க. அவங்க மேலே கை வைக்காதீங்க. நான் ஒன்று வீட்டில் இருப்பேன், இல்லை நான் ஆஃபீஸில் இருப்பேன். என்ன வேணாலும் செய்யுங்க. நண்பர்களே, தோழர்களே, நம்மளோட அரசியல் பயணம் இன்னும் ஸ்ட்ராங்காக, இன்னும் தைரியத்தோட கண்டினியூ ஆகும்.
Vijay's party members are in judicial custody, while a top 8 party general secretary has been booked for calling Gen Z revolution.
DMK is taking continuous action against people who is alleging and misspreading the rumors on social media. Especially already 4 arrests have been made. One especially of a YouTuber, a journalist named Felix, who said that there is a conspiracy behind this and the DMK is behind the stampede, and the political blame game continues constantly. And now Ada Varjana of the TVK, who actually posted a tweet today early in the morning and later deleted it, where he said Nepal-like situation of Gen Z protest will be happening in Karur in Tamil Nadu because of what the DMK is doing, especially denoting the arrests that have been made based on the social media posts.
Meanwhile, NDA's 8-member delegation met the victims, and the details are shocking to say the least. A woman claimed that knives were used to stab people.
पहले से बराबर सोच के देना चाहिए था। जगह तो वो उन लोगों ने बड़ा जगह मांगा था विजय ने, वो नहीं दिया, इन्होंने छोटा जगह दी थी। अगर छोटा जगह दिया तो विजय could have refused so that the people would have saved their life. अब ये भी नहीं हुआ, वो भी नहीं हुआ।
I think both are at fault, the organizers as well as the DMK ruling party. DMK and the TVK should be held accountable. There should be a free and fair probe by the sitting Supreme Court judge so that truth should come out. Guilty must be punished at the earliest.
Broken and shattered, families seek answers. They seek justice.
The first conspiracy that is blamed by the TVK, the allegation that is kept by the TVK, is that the DMK on purpose chose a narrow road for them, and by giving them the permission to run it in a narrow road. The second point that the TVK claims is that while the police was said to be deployed for about 500, only 100 were all the PC staffs that were supposed to control the crowd, which was the law and order. The rest all belong to the bomb squad, the search squad, and the other formalities that are being done by the police. And the third conspiracy that they also keep is that Minister Sendil Balaji has a hand in this. The claim that comes is very questionable here as such, because the lights went out right at the time when Vijay had come here.
Was it really just a stampede or a well-plotted tragedy?
Starting with some breaking news on top of the debate before we go across to our panelists. Under construction building in Ennore thermal plant has collapsed. 9 workers have died, 15 workers injured. Post-mortem in Stanley Hospital in Chennai. 30 feared stuck. Another tragedy in Tamil Nadu within 3 to 4 days. But we're hearing this was at the North Chennai thermal power station construction site. We have Sharda joining us live with the details. Sharda.
This Ennore thermal power plant is located in the north of Chennai, a few kilometers away from the main city. Construction was underway. It was a structure which was built outside Ennore thermal power plant. It was not a building, it's just an arch, a structure that was being built. We are gathering information from our sources that the temporary pulley lift that was constructed to take the load of cement and other materials that are required for the construction was broken, and that led to the entire arch to be broken into pieces, and all the migrant workers that were working there are feared to be trapped under the rubbles of the construction site, and almost 30 people were said to be working on that construction site, and 15 are injured and admitted in the Government Stanley Medical College Hospital, and also 9 are dead, and the post-mortem report will soon be out, and the doctors have confirmed that 9 are dead, and also the health secretary is at the moment in the Stanley Hospital taking access of the situation to make sure that the situation is under control. And also, most important thing is all our migrant workers from Bihar. So it is going to take time for the state government to find the families of these people and hand over the bodies. And also, we have to verify whether the person who is a migrant worker has a proper ID or not. What we have confirmed is that all these migrant workers are from Bihar.
Okay, thank you for joining us with those inputs. Let's go straight to the story now. And as we go back, thank you for that. Thank you for that. That's the live update that we had. That's a picture that reportedly was circulated earlier. We have videos as well of the arch structure collapsing there in Tamil Nadu. 9 have died. Okay. These are more details coming in. Preliminary reports showing that 9 lives have been lost, over 30 seriously hurt or still missing. Victims were taken to the Stanley Government Hospital in North Chennai. Exact cause of the collapse of that arch not known yet. Rescue operations continue to be ongoing. Reportedly happened towards the evening, and this is what we are now going to focus on. We'll get you some more live updates. Okay, let's start with the story that we are debating on top of 9 p.m. Vijay's party under scanner. Okay, let me introduce Madhuvanti Kovai Satyan, Jagadishwaran, Harish Muhammad Ibrahim, America Narayanan, and Rajshekaran joining us. I first want to go across, however, to KG Arunraj. KG Arunraj is from the TVK. He's the General Secretary of TVK. So I wanted to ask him a few questions before we open up for the debate. Yeah. Arun, can you hear us?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Arun, what is this thing about the truth coming out soon? What is the truth that Vijay is referring to? What is this truth? Please tell us.
Yeah. See, we have certain facts, certain points or eyewitnesses. What we want is that a fair probe, only a fair probe, an independent probe, which will bring out the truth. Coming to this particular thing, the state government, at least which is expected, is that leave alone suspending this SP and collector, they are not even transferred. So we are totally have no belief in the state apparatus, and this is why we have asked for a court-monitored probe, and only that will bring out the truth.
Okay. There are videos that the police put out today. Have you seen those videos? The videos that the police put out?
Yes. See, I'm really puzzled when the state government has, in fact, appointed a one-person commission. I don't feel any necessity for the state administration to come up with this before the public to give all this videos and explanations. They could have very well given all this information which they have, which and the evidences which they are allegedly saying to that one-person commission. That very fact that they have come before this public itself points to a suspicion.
No, but you blamed Stalin for the stampede. What role does Stalin have to do with the stampede? It was your party, your rally. You asked for the permission, and today there are some allegations or conspiracy theories about people. Some people talking about knives. Some people, giving different stories about what happened. Who's planting these stories?
See, these knives and all which you referred was not, were in fact told by that victim's family members on the side. People who were present at the meeting. It was not being told by TVK.
The knife one.
Which you mentioned. This people who are present there, they are only saying this. So, people there, Karur people, they are feeling that there is something which happened differently than that other 5 meetings which had taken place earlier. So let's see. We are waiting for this court hearing. We want only that independent probe will bring out all these facts.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Arun, I have a question. You are well within your right to dispute and question the motivation of the government and the fact that they came out with a big press conference with the videos. But are you disputing the videos? For example, this talk about somebody from the TVK actually asking for a power cut so that a halo could be created around your leader with that bus and those LED lights there. Obviously, those are some contributing factors about which TVK has to respond to and be held accountable to.
Sorry, sir. This is absolutely incorrect. In fact, we were working